I know it's been a week since my last update, and I said that probably take that long. I had my appointment at 6 weeks. They just did the normal prenatal exam, the PAP, and then scheduled some blood work for the full pregnancy panel and everything like that. And I had that done the same day. That was Friday, December 23rd. And then everything was going fine. I woke up Friday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. And about 11:30, I was sitting on my kitchen floor, and I asked my husband to help me stand up. And I felt this big gush, and I thought I peed my pants. Not gonna lie. So I ran to the bathroom, and to my surprise, it was actually a really big puddle of blood. So I called my OB, who actually wasn't on call, so I was the on-call OB, and she told me to just lay down for about an hour to 2 hours with my feet propped up and see if things slowed down, because it was a dark purplish blood. It wasn't red or anything like that. So I laid down for about an hour and a half, and the bleeding did slow down. She said that it could just be a subchronic hemorrhage, which is sometimes normal and resolves on it by itself. So that's what I was hoping for. But by the time I decided to go to the hospital just to get checked out, it had changed from the dark purple bleeding to the bright red bleeding. So since this wasn't my first miscarriage, I kind of knew what was going on. So we packed up the kids and we headed to my mom's house, and we dropped them off and we headed over to the hospital. They did some blood work and then an ultrasound, and luckily the ultrasound tech was the same tech that works at my OB's office. So it was nice to have a familiar face. And she didn't leave us out in the dark. Like most ER ultrasound techs won't tell you anything. They won't let you look at the screen while they're checking to see what's going on. But she has known us since my pregnancy with my son, which was back in 2009. So we've known her for a really long time. She allowed us to look at the screen, told us what she did and didn't find. And at that point, she didn't see anything. There was no sac, no indication that there was even a baby. So she said that it really wasn't looking that hopeful unless my dates were really, really off. And I knew that they weren't. So we just had to wait for the blood work to confirm it. And then when it did, the blood work came back. Like I said, my level in the last video was 333, and now it was down in the 100 range. So it was going in the wrong direction, which indicated that it was a miscarriage, and the fact that they see nothing on the ultrasound showed that it was a complete miscarriage. At that time, there was nothing even left. I had passed it all. So, needless to say, we miscarried our baby on Christmas Eve. I finally got released from the hospital about 7 o'clock. I didn't cry initially. I was really angry. I was being very short with the nurses and the doctors, and I didn't mean to be, because they were all really great. They were all very sensitive about the situation. He went out front. And so it is what it is. For the last week, I've just been really down. I've cried a lot once the anger kind of went away. We had to take our kids shopping a couple days after Christmas because they really wanted to spend their Christmas money. And I kept getting drawn to the baby section. And my husband was kind of just like, why are you going over there? Just my heart was still in it. And like logically, I know that there's not going to be a baby in August. But it's just so fresh for me. And like there's moments that like I still find my hand on my stomach. Or don't do that. And so it's just kind of hard. I'm still coming to terms with it. I followed up with my OB, who just wants me to follow my beta HCG down to 0. So I'm going to get that done tomorrow. and I believe it should be back at 0 already. My husband and I had the conversation whether or not we wanted to try again, especially since this was an unexpected surprise pregnancy conceived on birth control. So, but we've decided that because our future, the vision of our future changed when they told us that we were expecting again, and we had started planning for a baby, we were getting excited about a baby, that we are going to try again. Maybe not actively try by temping and taking OPKs, stuff like that, but more or less just not preventing it. We're just firm believers that if God wants you to have a baby, you're going to have a baby. Clearly, I was on birth control, and He decided to change our future, and He gave us a baby. He also took the baby away, so that's a whole nother story. But I just feel like He is in control of that situation. Nothing we can do is going to increase our chances of having a baby or not. I am also a very scientific person. I'm working on my associates in health science, and so I also see it from a scientific point of view. I know that all of those things can help increase your chances, but they're not going to give you a baby. If God still doesn't want to give you one, He's not going to give you one. So we're not going to prevent. And so at this point, I just want to say that if anybody else out there is going through a loss, whether it's an early loss or a late loss, please don't stay silent. I mean, unless you want to. But I feel like speaking out and telling your story shows other women that you can recover from it. You're not alone. And there is people who understand and feel exactly what you're going through. Because no matter at what stage a loss is, we're all still grieving the loss of a child. That child was ours, no matter how small or for how long we've had it. I also say that just because I had a bad outcome with low HCG levels doesn't mean you're going to. So don't stress over it. Take your pregnancy from the moment you know about it and enjoy it. Live every moment of it because it goes by really fast. And you never know when it's going to end. It could be 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 20 weeks. It could be at 9 months. Sometimes we just don't understand why things happen the way they do, and sometimes things are perfectly fine. So just know that your story is important, and it's part of you, and it's okay to talk about it. Don't let anybody ever tell you that it's not. So if you would like to follow me and my family on our Trying to Conceive journey, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Feel free to leave comments below if you yourself have suffered a loss. And thank you everyone for your support. I really do appreciate it. So for now, until our next video, bye!